fashion design. Under the name Creative Image, the pair started off in food processing and packaging. Forward to the present day, and they are instead producing and packaging a full range of menswear pieces, well known and highly regarded for their quality and innovative design techniques. Today we're going to be talking about menswear, and lending their expertise to this subject, I have with me Fred Chiazo, one half of the dynamic team behind the brand FB Imago. They have 8 years of expertise providing quality menswear for the stylish modern-day gentleman. Thank you for being on the program. I love the name of your brand. It's very ambiguous. It sparks curiosity. Anyone who hears it, they want to figure out what is this brand all about.
The FB stands for Fred and Blessing. For I and my wife, what we originally had in mind to do was not fashion. After a while, we looked at it, going through the processes we went through. We knew right now we've come of age, and we really need to find something that will interpret what we stand for. And Imago actually is the adult stage of an insect. When an insect comes to maturity, at that stage it is mature, it is ready to show off its wings, and it's ready to fly. We decided to find a way to coin it to show the world that okay, Fred and Blessing are of age. Now we are ready to fly. So we are not hiding under any other name that doesn't really show who we are. So we decided to say, here we have come.
Indeed, through an unconventional journey, the pair arrived at their fashion calling with bold ideas to solve problems. With unrelated career backgrounds in television and stock brokerage, Fred and Blessing had something important in common that made their transition into fashion design a remarkable fit, a unique perspective on functionality. It's interesting you said you didn't initially start off with the intention of, okay, we're going to just be in fashion. So how did that passion come about, that interest? Was it something that both of you, even before you decided this is what you wanted to do, you had interest in fashion, or with those formal training?
Like I said, initially it was not fashion at all. It's something different. The idea of fashion came when she saw a need in the fashion industry, because you always go on tie. You have the debt getting stuck on the collar. So in the process, you usually find that the collars usually fade or die before the close. And she felt like, do we have to go through this process of having a very beautiful cloth, maybe a shirt, for instance, and the collar is gone? How do we solve the problem?
Brainstorming led them to find their first niche in menswear shirts, producing original designs that had detachable collars and cuffs to add longevity and a new dimension of functionality to this basic piece of clothing.
Just a few days ago, I saw the sketch, the notepad we had. We sketched the collars, the curves. How can we replace the collars? How can we replace the curves? And I was like, wow. What started like a dream is now real. It just brought the memory of how we sat down that night and we did all the sketching. How do we remove the collar? How do we replace the collar? How do we make it in such a way that it's convenient for whoever wants to use the shirt without having to struggle with maintaining the shirt? That is basically what made us go into fashion, to solve the problem of shirts.
All right. So both very creative and practical. You applied situations that were happening to you and thought, how can we fix this, even on a broader scale? And so now menswear is so broad, there's so many different aspects of it. So which aspect of menswear did you start out in? Was it just the shirts, working on the collars and the cuffs, or did you come out saying, okay, not just shirts, we're going to do the tons of things, the trousers, the jackets, the native wear?
Well, we started off with shirts, basically shirts. For us, it was a problem that actually sent us into the industry. So we were focused on solving that problem. So it was just the shirt. The customers started coming in. They want you to go take it a step further. Can you make trousers for me because I like the shirt? After a while, we realized that the traditional Nigerian native wear. It's become too trendy, and people don't really want to wear shirts anymore. You know, I'm sure that many Nigerians will want to wear native to work on Monday, and because we were able to satisfy them, you know, they moved away from, can you make something traditional for me? So we had to go and start learning how to do that, you know, and we didn't just learn how to do that, we added something, because there's always something, a flavor we add to whatever we do, you know. So basically that's how we went into other stuff.
And speaking of that flavor, I noticed, like, looking at your pieces, it has a very distinct signature, you know, from the stitching, from the cut, even especially the embroidery. I love the embroidery designs that I've seen. So what helped you shape that signature, this special flavor that you add to your pieces?
Usually everybody goes with the regular machine design, they call it tinko, the embroidery. We do that, but we thought again, we can move away from that, and many people don't know. We're the first people that started using computer design concept that is everywhere right now. I'm very good with the computer. I do very well with graphics. So I said, okay, now fashion has played into my chip, so I have to play with it. So actually, basically transferring to fashion.
Yeah.
So in the process, we found out that we're doing something new. If the customer wants something old fashioned, the normal way, we do it for him. Okay. We have the machines, but if you allow us, we can play with our own kind of design.
Essentially operating from home, FB Imago had established an active online presence with the help of social media platforms that propelled the visibility of the brand Kogi. Social media brought increased demand that was not without the peculiar challenges of online operations. Challenges in customer measurements and shipment issues, to mention a few. It was all part of the learning process.
Online was actually the place to focus on, because there was no cash, you know, to put it, you know, get the shop in a place like the FCT, you know, before you get the shop, you have to talk about the millions and all that. But we said there's something that is available to us, so we focused on it. Social media, to be frank with you, is what pushed us to where we are. You know, and we really didn't have any physical presence in Abuja. It was amazing. It was amazing. The kind of responses we had was amazing, you know, but we were not prepared for it, to be frank with you. We were not prepared for it. You know, the challenges were really facing us. It was really there, especially when we don't have a place where people will come and say, okay, I want to come and meet you. I had to develop a sixth sense, you know, to actually look at the customer and deduce the customer's dimension. Sometimes you send a product and it's missing in transit. To a large extent, we have been able to solve the problem of shipments, the problem of measurement. So we have grounded ourselves in that area. So we were not shaking at all. So until recently, we decided, okay, let's find a physical place to stay. So that's how we got a place in Abuja.
Delivering successfully all over Nigeria and abroad to Ghana, the United Kingdom, and the United States, FB Imago has surmounted the challenges of having an online store. Now, with a physical presence for the brand, the pair turned their perspective on functionality toward finding a creative and sustainable means of repurposing the tons of fabric and embellishments that are typically wasted in production.
We looked at it and, you know, felt, okay, what can we do more to use up this waste? Not because we are not satisfied with what we do, but there's always a problem to solve. And that is what usually triggers what we do. So we started picking up fabrics and turn them into beautiful brooches. You know, there's a way you coin it, it comes out beautifully. It doesn't have to be the way they have done it before. Just make it beautiful and someone can use it. So we looked at all those cutaways. How do we turn them into something else? So going into ties. I have something here.
That's
Now this is a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bottle. This is fabric.
Yeah.
So.
And what are these made out of?
This is just carton.
Wow.
The regular the carton you see on. So this is a waste. This is a waste. This is a waste. So we put it together. At our spare time, we do this.
Yeah.
And this here.
Wow, I love this.
Yeah. This is rice bead. They use them for the clothes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are thrown away. These are also accessories for clothes. Yeah. This is a bottle. This cover here actually is for thread.
Okay.
For the thread. So we cut the thread stuff out, then we use the base, and that's what we made this cover.
Okay, so we can be expecting every home decor coming soon.
Hopefully, it could grow into anything, But the most important thing is we enjoy ourselves.
And it's very important for the future of fashion to have brands like yours that are interested in solving problems. You've come up with the computer design for making your designs and also sustainable fashion. So what advice do you have for up-and-coming fashion designers just to keep Nigeria at the forefront of fashion?
Okay, I like what is going on in the fashion industry today. It happened sometime in the telecoms. It happened in the entertainment industry, and now it's happening to fashion. So I'm so glad that today people outside the shores of this country will want to wear Nigerian-made product. They are so fascinated about our products that when they want to order loads of because they want to keep wearing. So I tell people, don't be afraid of competition. If they say your product is not good, look for somebody that likes it. Don't write off your product because someone's looks better. No, that's not right. What you have is another person's product. Be as creative as you can. Work hard. Most importantly, integrity in business, because you might not satisfy a customer by what you are giving, but when he looks at sincerity, he will say, I think he's someone I can work with.
Thank you for that. Being creative and having integrity, very important advice for up-and-comers. And now, if you could just give us one or two tips, advise our viewers, the stylish gentleman who wants to be at the peak of his game, one or two tips that he can't do without.
Your shirt matters a lot. Mm-hmm. How you wear your shirt is very, very important. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you just have to look good.
Since Fred considers shirts to be the foundational piece of every man's wardrobe, he showed us some of his favorites.
This is actually from a linen fabric.
Okay.
Yeah. You see the design here. It's actually female. Interesting, this is female. It's one of the designs that actually was hot for us at the time. This is a computer print on it. Yeah. So we just try as much as possible to keep it simple, as much as possible. Then for this, one of the reasons why I am particular about this design is in our early days, it was hot. I don't know what it is about the design, to be frank with you. It's actually irregular embroidery. It was in high demand. I never thought that men would like to wear red. But the way the order kept coming, and interestingly, it's even outside the country. So we exported this design over and over again. In fact, at a point, so when a customer asked for it, I tried to advise him, this thing is everywhere. Can we give you something? He say, no, exactly that one. Next, you are not the one that made it. I say, okay. So we have to reproduce, but it's I love it.
Yeah. And now these are your classics.
Yeah, yes.
This is going to be vintage FB Mago in like another 10 years.
Exactly. So, but we have something new, moving away from the regular design, trying to keep it as simple as possible, even with playing with same fabric, trying to cut fabric into fabric, moving away from the regular dramatic designs.
I like this. It's like a blend of corporate and native, because that's the suit fabric.
Exactly. So this also a little on the dramatic side.
Military inspired.
Kind of military, and we also had this high demand also. So we did so much with shirt fabrics, even to the point that we had to find a way to make it as casual as possible. You can actually wear shirt fabric and feel casual in it, not serious. Instead of putting the regular collar and cuff, so we just use the t-shirt and cuff. So we also have something like that here.
Okay.
Also a shirt.
Nice. And this one is just very, very traditional. So you can see this is not as playful as your other pieces, but the embroidery kind of livens it up.
Yes, and some people also want it very, very dramatic. And you give them stuff like this. Okay. This is actually a computer.
The computer design.
Yeah. Even though it is transferred manually, but the design is done on the system. So you wear this. It has a feel of an African feel. Yet you can use it on an English wear. This is also one of the computer prints we have.
The fabric in the center, that's also digital print on it.
No, this is a regular fabric.
Okay.
This is like I said, we do normal things in a different way.
Yeah.
Just a little, just something little, and it makes a whole world of difference. When you see this fabric to fabric, it will look regular, but what makes you say wow is because of just one thing we touched on it. Yes, yeah. And it's different.
Thank you for being on the show today and giving us all this great information, not just about your brand, but about solving problems through fashion. And now we'll be following up with a short feature about the must-have accessories for the modern-day gentleman. Every man's wardrobe reflects his personality. By simply ensuring that you have the right accessories in your closet, you can be ready for any occasion. The watch is an inestimable friend of every gentleman that never goes out of style. A men's watch is versatile, goes with any outfit, and should be considered an investment. Every man should own a watch that reflects good taste and is of good quality. How well the watch sits on your hand is key to its functionality. You can never have too many ties as you bring together any formal outfit. Ensure you own at least one solid black and one navy tie to work with every suit you have in your closet. The things a man carries tell a lot about him. That's especially true with your wallet. A shabby wallet looks bad even if you're impeccably dressed. Just like your watch, make the effort to invest in a wallet made of durable quality material. A silk or cotton pocket square is an easily overlooked item. However, it's the perfect accessory to make your suit or native wear immediately look dapper. Likewise, cufflinks are a truly versatile accessory, complementing dress shirts and native wear. Regardless of your age, occupation, or lifestyle, the most important investments you will make are a good leather belt and a solid pair of leather Oxford shoes. A tacky choice of belt or shoes will instantly ruin your look. Your belt absolutely complements your shoes. Dressed up or casual, pay attention to quality. Choose accessories that are functional and versatile. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay stylish, my friends.